Hello out there. Sorry I'm 2 minutes late. Johnny Daniel, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! On this glorious Wednesday evening. It's 7 o'clock. Where should you be? In front of your computer for Facebook Live, of course. How are you? I'm just getting the computer set up and then I will get started on what all's going on. How are you though this wonderful evening? I just finished grabbing some quick tacos before hubby's off to rehearsals, and you know, such is the life of having two self-employed people living life together. So, hi Lise, how are you? So, yes, it's busy, fun, and usually an adventure. Usually. So I'll ask you tonight, what's in your mug? So, let me see here. For some reason, this isn't showing up on my computer, so give me just a half a second. If you need a glass of water or a glass of wine, I'm not judging here, then please feel free. Water. Yeah, I haven't had enough either today. I wish it was wine, though. I really do. All right, so talking about it, let me get some water before we start. All right, so tonight we're going to talk about some stuff coming up. We are going to create some cards, and we are going to talk about card class, which is next week already. So, shall we get started? Yay! Okay, so let me just move some things around because, well, if I'm like you, I have stopped quickly and everything is kind of in a jumble and half unrolled, as you can see here. So, it's awesome, but it's what it is. So, let's see here. So this weekend we have the casino night at Copper Mountain College. Lise, I don't know if you're going. I've decided not to. Only because I have, let's see, what do I have? I have a career day on Friday, most of the day. And then I have a baby shower expo on Saturday. And then I have a concert on Sunday, and so I had to cut my losses at some point because I can't do everything. I was hoping I could, but I just can't. So, I don't know if you're still going with Amanda. I'm going to tell you to have a good time without me, because some days you just got to cut your losses. And I'm starting to run a little bit on fumes and not able to get things done, so I got to get things going and straight and ready. And somebody just joined me. Please comment and say hello. Hi, Nanette. How are you? So I will announce to you guys, this is probably the first live announcement I've done. I'm literally in the process, like as soon as we get off tonight, I am in the process of consolidating my blog and making sure all of my IDs are consistent, meaning YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all across the board. And I will be buying my own domain, having a virtual store, which means email and blog names and all that are going to condense and or change, and it'll be great in the end because it'll be less confusing for everybody. There will be no Yahoo for this and Stampin' Up! For this and everything else. It'll be just one straight legit email. Oh, I don't blame you, Lise. So, and if I hadn't overcommitted, I would go with you, but I'll be honest with you, I think I'm gonna be tired. So anyway, so I'm going to be consolidating everything under one roof, so that way you know where to go. and hopefully it'll make life easier, and if it doesn't, I'll change things and adjust as I need to. But that is what I'm working on tonight, so I can officially announce it with the newsletter tomorrow. So I've been working on that off and on all day, and I will tell you right now, I am not a computer programmer, and it's driving me a little bit batty. So if I'm not my normal self tonight, I'm sorry. And you keep losing me. Lise, do you lose me too? Is it my connection? Do I need to get on and come back? Or is it just Nanette? Can you comment and let me know, please? Before I keep going. No what? Is it just Nanette? Yes, if it's just her. No, if it's the whole thing and I need to come back on. Okay. So, yes, it's just her. Okay. I'm sorry, Nanette. I've had days where it wasn't a good connection. I've had weeks where it wasn't a good connection. But if I talk faster, well, I've got you. No, I'm just teasing you. I really am. So, I hope the weather's okay where you are and you're not dealing with wind or ice or something. So, alright, so for tonight, so we've talked about the community events coming up. We've got card class all next week. God willing, if all the blog condensing and all that goes right, we will potentially, keep your fingers crossed and your toes and anything else you can braid or cross. So, I'm glad it's warm there, Nanette. So I will be hopefully starting a virtual class on Monday. Like I said, keep your fingers crossed. That's assuming all the blog programming and everything goes smoothly. But it will be sometime that week if it is not on Monday. And it'll be something different. And hopefully it'll be great. And, well, I gotta get working on it. That's all there is to it. Alright, so, card class for next week. We are doing, and if you're out of the area, I do have to say I am happy to send a kit, but it will not be pre-stamped because I can't do that. So if you want a particular card, I'm happy to mail that for free with purchase of the stamp set, or we'll figure it out. So just let me know. Alright, so this card, and I'm blanking out on the name of it right at the moment, but hey, we're going to call it the Rose card, and I can't remember the name of the fold, but Lise wanted different folds, so we are doing different folds. So this card just has a base, and then just has these folds, but there's no flip on the outside. So it's just kind of different, and we're using the petal palettes, and then we're going to be using Memento as well as the alcohol inks. So there's not an alternate for this one. There are for the other two. Okay? Alright, so the second card we will be doing will be, I don't know if you guys remember the Black Magic tutorial from a long time ago. Anyways, this is a version of it with the alcohol markers, and then just using some of the new dies and some of the celebration items. And this is the only thing that I'm going to consider required, if we want to say that. And the rest of it, if we want alternate things, you're more than welcome to. You can do more flowers. You can do words in the middle. It doesn't matter to me. What I want you to learn is this little bit. So, who knows? And then the very last card that we will be doing next week is a mirror image card. And if you don't like dragons, we can do it with birds. And I have to see what else I can find. But I have found birds and mermaids and knights so far. Sounds like a song or something, right? So, those are the three cards. I'm also working on a bonus project, potentially, if not giveaway with instructions. Not sure yet. I'm still working on that. So just hang tight on that one and we will see what we get. It will be some kind of Easter kind of thing. But more fun Easter, like bunnies and eggs kind of Easter, not crosses and churches kind of Easter. Alrighty, so for tonight, oh, I forgot. This is the birds. So there's your alternate. Not specifically those colors, but just how it's done and what kind of birds it is. Alright, so tonight we are creating 2 cards. One is the end of what we've done in the past. And I just wanted to basically show you this. And then tomorrow I'm going to be posting the finished product with a full tutorial and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so this is the basket weave. The new basket bundle is a $100 tier in Celebration. If you don't understand what I'm saying, please let me know. Nanette, I don't know if you know this, but there's a second release for Celebration that's out. So feel free to go on the website, check it out. If you want me to mail you a brochure, please let me know what you're missing. I'll be happy to get it to you. Website for your future reference is www.johnnydaniel.stampinup.net. So, alright, so this is the new basket weave embossing folder. It's a 3D folder, which means you take out that bottom adapter plate rather. And so what I did, and you'll have seen that on this morning's blog post, I painted with a soft suede reinker, and I painted the embossing folder with that, with just a sponge, swiped it through, and then ran this through the Big Shot and got the brown, because it originally was a white piece of paper. Okay, this was Whisper White cardstock originally. So ran it through, and then there were a couple of streaks. I mean, I still wanted a little bit of poke through, because baskets, you know, there's poke throughs. But I did swipe a tiny bit because there were some spots and some different things that had been missed, just to spot clean it, as it were. Okay? So we've got that, and then we've got our illustrious basket. So I'll be finishing up a card tonight and posting it online in the morning. So feel free to tune in to that at 10 a.m. and we will be posting that. The main focus for tonight, though, is the ombre card. This is done with the springtime foils that are available with Celebration right now. Let me get a sip of water, one sec. Alright, so springtime foils, we did some with it last week. So tonight we're going to be using the striped one. Also makes for a great ombre card. Okay. So, excuse me. Woo. So I've got some Whisper White thick cardstock cut in half, pre-scored, and I'm just going to bend it over to create my base. Okay. And I'm going to, oh, I've got quite a mess going on here. Alright, so I am going to just cut my mat, okay, at 5 1/4 by 4, okay, which is a 1/4 inch smaller than a standard A4 card. Okay, so there is my mat. Okay, so I'm going to glue that guy down really quick with some fast fuse, because most of my work is actually going to happen on this springtime foils paper that I have here. Okay, okay, now I can breathe. Okay, so I'm going to bring back my trimmer. Okay, and I want my lines going this way, horizontally, not vertically. So I'm going to be trimming hair at 5. And like I said, I've got quite a circle of mess going on, but hey, it's okay. And 3 3/4 is the opposite side here. Okay. I did find this online, so this isn't an original. The colors are, and the fact that I'm making it is original. Oh, there's my order. I knew I had one. So, just want to let you know that is not a completely original thought. It is an original creation though. So, alright, so I'm going to start with Tempting Turquoise, which is my lightest color. And I'm just going to swipe across. Okay. Alright, come on. Because it is the lightest color, I think it causes the most trouble. Because you have to put the most ink on to see it, right? So I'm just going to fill in enough for this to be seen. And obviously you're going to take a whole lot more time with this. Translation, it will be more perfect. But it's mine, and it's okay. So, as I almost slipped my thumb and almost hit it all in the ink, of course. Alright, so I'm going from Tempting Turquoise to Pacific Point, which to me is like a shade darker, kinda. Okay, this is a good chance also to check your ink pads to make sure that they are properly juiced up, inked, and if not, have some re-inkers. I will also say, come May, the retired list will be coming out, retiring list will be coming out, and I want to encourage you right now, because you know that the in colors for 2015 to 17, no, 2016 to 18, I'm sorry, wow, that was a slip. You know that they will be retiring, okay? And because of that, make sure, if you can afford it now, please do, but during celebration that is, but make sure that you stock up on your re-inkers if you want paper, all that kind of stuff, because once it goes into retiring, it's pretty much while supplies last, or at least it has been in the past. And I've had some people miss out, and it's not a good thing, okay? So you want to make sure that you get it while you can if you want to keep it, right? Okay, so we've got some more. Now, if you don't like the texture of a sponge and how it comes through, you can use a sponge dauber, you can use a roller, you can use an old brayer, you can use just about anything that will give you texture. I've seen people stamp with saran wrap. You know, you just gather it and ink it and then do it. It really depends on what kind of texture, what kind of mood, how fast you want it to go on, among other things, right? So I don't know if you can see this, but to me it kind of looks like an ocean or a storm. So, actually I'm going to leave that out. Okay, and I'm looking for a little scrap piece of blue and a little scrap piece of white. Ooh, I hit my stand. I'm sorry if I bumped ya. Forgive me. Alright, so I'm gonna grab that. Okay. I'm coming back, I promise. Alright, so I'm gonna move this for just a second here. And I'm gonna grab some words from Petal Palette. Alright. And I actually have somebody in mind that I need to send this to. One of my teammates, actually, they just recently, her husband has lost, I think it was his dad. Anyways, I'll have to go back and look which parent it was. Anyways, I just want them to know, you know, basically I'm sending a hug is what it comes down to. So I'm going to do a from the heart. Okay. And let's see. Life is better with you in it. Okay. All right. Now it's not the typical sympathy, and here's why. I'm not the typical person, if you haven't figured that out by now. So, I generally really dislike sending traditional sympathy cards, only because it's very, very difficult for me. I never know what to say. I never know what to do. So I don't want to not do, but I also, nope, just not wide enough. I don't want to not do, but I also don't want to sound condescending or I don't know. Anyways, so I usually send it and say, I don't know what to say, but I'm sending you something to know that I'm thinking about you. All right, so I'm just going to cut this in half so I can extend it out. Okay, and you'll understand in just a half a second. This is a way to stretch your punches. So I'm just going to add this here. But this is an easy way to line up, to stretch your punches so you have a mat, especially if you don't like, for some reason, if you don't like the Big Shot, or if you're sitting in front of the TV and just don't want to get up but need to mat it, this is another way to be able to do this. Okay, so you just take this and grab it and stick it down, and then you have a mat. And if you missed like I do often, you just trim that side up and you'll be good to go. Okay, I didn't miss too badly tonight. There are some nights where it's just like that, but tonight I'm doing pretty good. All right, and that color, I don't know, does it match? Yeah, it'll go enough. I don't know. We're gonna see. All right, so I'm just gonna grab here, and I always cut about 1 inch over so I can wrap it. I'm looking for glue dots, and they are literally right under my nose. That's just how it goes sometimes now, isn't it? Let me move some stuff over. I feel like I'm constantly saying, let me move some stuff over. But it's okay. So, alright. So I'm just going to throw a couple of glue dots down here. Since this ribbon is fairly thin, you either want to roll the glue dots or put them where the words are going to be. And that will allow you a little bit of leniency on how things are going. Or where they're going, rather. Sorry, I misspoke. And let's see here. So I'm just going to put one more on this side so I don't have any flaps in the wind. Okay. And I'm just going to do 2 more. Lisa's probably cringing because I'm not using a piercing tool, but I never use a piercing tool, right, Lisa? So, alright, so I'm just going to tuck my ends in so I can glue everything how I'm supposed to. Okay. And then I'm going to grab some dimensionals, and you're going to say, oh my gosh, Jen, you don't have any. But look, when you're doing dimensionals, make sure you use your edges as well. They're good too, okay? So, there, now I'm done, okay? So I'm going to grab the back of this guy, and I'm just going to put some edges down because I can. And you can tear them or you can cut them. If you're persnickety, you can cut them, but I'm kind of trying to hurry it a little bit so you guys don't have to sit here and watch me use scissors, because I know we all know how to use scissors. At least I really hope so by now, right? Okay. So now that I'm happy with that, at least pseudo happy with it, I'd probably put some bling over here or something else too, but you know, it is what it is. And that's what I have right at the moment because I didn't pull out extras. So I'm going to glue this down. At least it didn't run out this week, right? Alright, so I'm going to glue this guy down. And this is my ombre card with the springtime foil. So it just gives it a different look. I do like it plain as well, but it definitely gives it a different look. And let's see. Let's see. What else do we have? I think we're good. So I'm going to finish that other card. I will post it on the blog tomorrow. And enjoy your night. Go stamp some. Be creative because tomorrow's Thursday, so we'll be doing a tutorial, but Friday we will be doing a give back focus again. So make sure you have some cards done so you can get them popped in the mail. And who knows? Maybe eventually we'll do a raffle or something, huh? So without anything else, I'm gonna go. Yes, I've already had dinner. I don't know if you have, but I'm gonna get going and get back to cleaning this room. Hope you have a great night. Feel free to follow me on www.stampingwithjohnny.wordpress.com. Find me tomorrow on the newsletter and see what kind of announcements we have for everything changing, and hopefully I will see you soon. Thanks. Have a great night. Happy crafting.